Generic greetings and welcome back once again to a chill session on Kingdoms and Castles, where in the previous episode we were once again focusing on the smaller island isles down here, which is grown in population to 199 people, which is pretty good, and obviously there's more opportunity and things to do here, which is also pretty good as well. We want to expand a little bit in here, but not too much, because quite frankly it's about the size I think it is reasonable to go. We could obviously remove all of those trees and those trees, but I don't want to deforest the entire area. That was never really my intention, but we do need to set up some export stuff. So for example, we want to have, well, we've got 50 of the food there, but 50 of the tools, which is for export, and we can obviously alter the transport ships, although I have to find them first. So we want to pick up from, where is it, from this one, and we'll say pick up our tools, and we want to drop off the tools as well, and we'll just say drop off, and we'll just say 50 and then 50 there as well. I'm only going to do for the one of them because, well, I don't think we need to do it for all of the others, and there you go, that's now working. Also, as people rightly pointed out several times, I should probably lock these food here. So it says, yeah, click on this to lock the resource for export only by ship. Workers, no workers will take the desired amount while locked. So it fills up there and it's for export only, so yeah, that's hopefully going to help out. Right, let's go ahead and, well, I don't think I can go and build over the top there. No, I can't, sadly. So I'm going to have to sell, actually, I guess demolish it would be, all of the... Do I just demolish the full thing or just the bit on the top? Yeah, I'm just going to have to demolish all of the bits on the top here, which is going to put a lot of people out of work and sadly cancel the veterancy bonuses that we have currently accrued, which is a shame, but there you are. This is all of the defenses, are not just in the center but around as well, and this is going to allow me to then upgrade all of this to stone to obviously give us a better, well, height advantage and things like that. I'm also trying to be very, very careful on what I remove, because obviously if you click on the wrong thing, I'm just going to start to delete things that I don't want to delete, and I think that's the majority of the things around here. That one's getting built. There's also one over here, and then one over here, and that is, I think, about right, although having a quick scan around, there might be the odd one or two that I've missed, but there we go. Okay, over to our castle block here, and we want to replace all of these with castle blocks, even though by the look of it, how tall do you want to make this? Haven't yet decided. I mean, that can go massive, can't it? Okay, we'll have to be very careful just how far we build. So I don't know what height that is, so I'm going to cancel all of those, and I'm going to see what the maximum is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to cancel that, and we're going to have them as 5 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 levels. 1, 2, 3 levels. But then this one in the middle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do all of them first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Oh, out of stone. Okay. A little bit more stone for that, and then we can... Actually, no. Oh, yes, stone. So I was going to say, have we run out of timber? Well, no, there's nowhere. It is stone. So do we start to export this stone from here? Because obviously we do have a lot of that. Just expanding the size of this. I want to probably remove that and put a defense in, I think. What do we like for stone over here? 300. This one is, yeah, I think we're going to go to stone and drop off. We'll say 100. Actually, no, just 50 for now. 50 there. And stone pick up 50. That's fine. So we can start bringing stone from this area across. Actually, maybe 100. I think 100 instead. And there we go. Right, and that should hopefully be working now. Back over here. One more there. And you can see we've already still got 40 stone, so... 1, oh, each 2, 3. Each one of those is 10 stone? 11 stone? That's 11 stone. and one more for that height. But hopefully now we're going to be transferring it back as well. So there you are. 8 years for the next dragon attack, 6 years until the next Viking attack, which is why I'm doing it now that we currently have the right resources really to do this. So there's our stone wall being added in here. Naturally we'll have to put the archways in, and then the defenses on the top. That's also a big focus, and good grief, that's that's a fairly stacked transport ship going across, but that should hopefully mean that there is good stuff over here. We are trending towards 72 health, and we've actually got a decent amount of food. It says -131, but I don't think that... Does that count in the exports? It says from shipping plus 43, so it does actually, yes. But either way, we're not starving, so I think people are alright. Let's just double check these. Lots of ticks across the board, so that's what we're wanting. Let's go ahead and go over to castle block 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, that can only go 4 because it's based on the adjacent stuff around it as well. We're going to go for castle and ballista towers. So these are all going to be ballistas around here. And there you are. We also need one in this corner, I think. So we'll place a ballista tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go. We're not going to get archers around here, I don't think. That wasn't really my intention of having archers, but we'll have to see how we get on. Yeah, as I said, I'm not too keen on having this as a completely deforested area. I think pretty much what we've got now is reasonable. I think we need some more housing and maybe a couple of orchards, but that would probably be about as far as I want to go. Although we are getting fish, and we do still have a fishmonger there, and it does state that, yeah, we do have fish/pork at 100, although a lot of that I would assume is... No fish actually, so why? We do have these guys making tools, and we've got those set for the fishmongers to work on it. Is it simply because... yeah, shipping. Just shipping too much. Shipping far too much. I will say 10. How much are we making? We are making 19 are being forged, and we're shipping a lot more than that. So I'm going to say only bring 10 over to there, perhaps. Actually, let's just say 5. Because obviously that's every... You know, they're constantly trying to bring 5 there. I think it's something we'll just have to micromanage, you see. Oh, is that full? That boat is actually full by the look of it. They're not dropping it off. Okay, that's interesting. Fair enough. Back over to here then, and we can see that we have a stone gate to place in there, a stone gate to place in there, and I think that's all the stone that we can possibly transport over. I guess these here, these actually won't be able to transport any more now and bring stuff back because we've maxed it out. Yeah, they can't actually bring any more stuff over. Interesting. Interesting. But at least food is good around. -407 changed last year. Oh, -322 from shipping. But I think that will even out when you consider these are all fully loaded. So, yeah. We'll see what happens there. I do find it to be quite a tedious job having to micromanage all of these ones. But it is what it is. At least we've still got stone coming in on this one. So I'll go ahead and put that in there. And we need to place another 1, 2 of those. And then obviously we need to do stuff around the outside as well. So let's focus on that. So 1. Oh, 1 only. I need another 4 in that one, which is fine. Happiness over here is 76, trending towards 76. Plus 7 because peasants are in excellent health. We're on 99 health, which is pretty good. 889 population with 100 idle, but obviously that doesn't include the sheer amount of workers that we'll get from placing in these ballista towers. In fact, I might go ahead and place the ballista towers in right now. Where did I place that one? That's wrong. Do I want to do that? I want to cancel that. There we go. And then we'll go back to... That's an archer tower. Ballista tower. So 1 in the corner there. 1 in the corner there. And... yeah, if it's in the corner, we get one of those. And I think... in here... on the outside as well. Yep, that's all fine. And then the ones either side of the entranceway we are having as archers. So yeah, that's fine. So we'll have one. Oh, we have also this knight who's also recovered, so we'll send them over there. We have quite a number of knights and archers now, hopefully enough to defend our realm. We don't really know. Checking over here, that's pretty much everything is stocked. Is that completely full? No, it's not completely full. It's just the transport ships are not unloading. Is it because these... Current is 41, desired is 0. Is that why they're not dropping it off? If I just put 200, they'll drop it off, won't they? Are they not dropping it off? Is that set up correctly? Yeah, it says drop off there. Okay. Well, it might be wrong, but it's still working and people are not dying because of it, so... We've got that going for us, which is nice. 1, 2, 3. And there's those put in. Those will be archer towers. Anything that comes near the entranceways, we generally use archer towers. And I'm placing them now, even though we haven't finished the wall and such, because I want them to gain that veterancy bonus. This one we have to have towers on either side. We also have this land here as well, which is fertile, which we can put more orchards on if we really want to. We can see food is now sort of settled down and such. Arch towers. Actually, ballista up there as well. Just place those in. So, is there any stone being removed from this? No, not at all. Let me double check that. So it's pick up at this port, 100 stone, and then it's drop off here. And if we say stone desired, that. Is that right? We'll see. We have the castle blocks. 1, 2. And then we can place on top of that an archer tower. Archer tower is 23 wood, 4 stone, and 20 generic units of currency. No real money at all, although this keeps fluctuating based on a number of factors there. We increased the size of our fishing fleet around here, and I'm not sure if some of this is going down or not. It might be. We might be overfishing it. That's something I don't want to do. I'm going to close that because it does seem that there's not as many fish around here, so I'm going to turn that one off. Actually, I'll turn that one off because this one's closer to the centre. Yeah, we don't want to overfish the waters, you understand. But I mean, that's one of the things that we set out to do with this playthrough, because we're on an island. We would naturally be obviously having a lot of fish being caught and such. Although farming around here is also pretty good as well. I do feel that we are coming to a close of the series. In fact, this might even be the last one. But we'll see once we've got the wall in. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with the progress. Oh, and there's the merchant there. They are wanting to... Let's go to sell, and we'll obviously sell all of the wood. Although... Oh, I can actually store it. And that's about right. We'll go to buy, and they don't have any stone to buy, but they do have some iron, and they do have some tools. Tools were on 160, and we're getting -2 change. So what I'm going to do, I know it might be a bit silly, but we're going to actually buy all their tools. And do we want to buy their armaments? We will buy... I'm going to buy their armaments as well, simply because of the money. We don't need... There's no point in that money sitting there. I mean, we can like tithe it to the cathedral, but I don't think it does anything. Tithe it to that church as well, so why not? And we're not going to leave this one out in the lurch there. There we go. Tithe a little bit more. Anyway, that one requires a archer tower up there. So that's this side sorted. This one, we require loads more stone. Much more stone. Let's go to max speed while we work on this one. We have got tools on for quarrying, I'm sure. Yeah. Quarries, mines, fishmongers, and the butcher, but not the others. And there's castle blocks along there. So are these carrying any stone at all? View the hold. That's carrying stone. So I thought that would be dropping it off. No. It does say stone at Dock Moller, which is that one. Drop off 100 stone. We've still got loads of stone there as well. Not this one. That's almost full. Let's go for that. Drop off. And pick up the stone there as well. Let's see if it does anything. It's said to pick up the tools and stuff, but I think it's just full. No, it's not full. So I don't know why it's not picking it up. Curious. Anyway, let's go ahead and add another row there, and then one further row like so. Excellent. This is where, when they attack in 2 years, they'll attack from this corner. Actually, that's a thing. I should probably focus on these smaller towers and getting the smaller towers up and running. Viking attack is in the next year. I don't know where that will be, but obviously we do have a lot less defences now. So let me go ahead and place some in this corner. This is year 172. I think that's as tall as that tower can go, I believe. Is it the tallest that can go? I'm not too sure. Yes, tall as that can get. Okay, so we'll put a ballista tower in there as well. Over here, fruits is 2%. I think we need some orchards. I think we're going to place some orchards. So the best place for them will be... Just going to get rid of all this stone that we can't mine around. And the witch wants a chat. They want wood for 64 years. Yes, send. Yeah, of course. It's reasonable. And we also have tree double yield, Viking smite, feed peasants instantly, which is on a cooldown because we use that as well. Okay, so orchards. Where could we place orchards? We could have them... around here. The problem with that is we'd only get 2 in. So I'm guessing here. 1, 2. We'd only get 2 in there as well, which is a shame. Oh no, we get 3 in. 1, 2, 3 orchards like that. And I guess we'll have to have a... Oh no, we've got a produce storage. It is there. And here's our Vikings. So we have some invading from that corner. And 4 invading from that corner. Alright, I'm going to assume that these Vikings are headed towards... Yeah, they're headed towards a small island. Okay, so we'll get our knights and archers to move over here. And down the bottom, we will... Well, we're already defensed up, so we'll get our ship to dock over to here. And then drop all of the people off. All of our defences. Yeah, these seem to be on a trajectory to come around this part, which is what we expected. You can see the Vikings are going to probably land around about this area, which is good for us because that's actually where all of our defences are. They're on this side, so we've been quite fortunate on that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all we can really do for now, but we can obviously place a ballista tower up there. It seems that they're sort of going to land maybe here, but again, that's where a lot of our defences are. This is our strongest side by far. We'll obviously select all of our knights and archers there, move them down to here. We're going to make sure the archers are further back, rather than the knights. So there we go. You can see that the boat itself is actually being blasted a couple of times. We have the Vikings attacking the archers, but our knights are coming in to take care of business. Lots of shots coming in, not just from the archers, but also the archer towers and the ballistas, which is causing considerable amount of damage. But I don't think this will be without casualty. I think we will have some people sadly succumb to this attack, but I mean that's pretty much dealt with. Let's go over to the other Vikings, which have actually landed now. So yeah, we have to take care of business over here. We're actually waving into one of them now, although there's one and two others that are now stealing money, and they're probably going to go back to their boat. Let me just see if I can take care of business there. I've told them to attack because they've got money, and we just need to engage them with our knights, although they are proving to be stubborn, and I think they might even get away. Yeah, it looks like they will get away. So what we're going to be able to do, can we take that boat down? I mean, it's only 100, but that will obviously reduce the happiness of people around here. Yeah, they're sailing away, sadly. There's not much we can do. Unless our ballista towers can take care of business, but I don't think we have enough. Okay. Anyway, we have our merchant ship that has arrived at a very inopportune moment, shall we say. But we'll sell a lot of this stuff, and there we go. That's that done. And I think don't really need to import stone. We'll import some of that. And there we go. So overall, the attack was fairly... Can they fire once more? I don't think so. That's a shame. That's very close to being destroyed. The attack was not really something that was a huge concern, but you can see we have lost a couple of people. I think I'm going to get another couple more archer units, actually. So over to archers. And, oh, they're already training an archer squad, but I'm going to train another one. Right, back over to here, and then to the castle block, and to 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that's all we need there. We'll just obviously put on top of that a ballista tower. Soon we will have another dragon, which is not ideal because of the obviously lack of, I wouldn't say lack of ballistas, but the shortage, because certainly on this side it's something that we removed. But there's only really 1, 2, 3, 4 of the outer wall ones to do, so that's not bad. But over here, certainly, we did see that they were able to run in quickly and take that out. So I think another garrison is realistically in order. And also, these guys need to recuperate, but they cannot. Are we able to place a barracks here? We are able to place a barracks. Do we want to place a barracks is the question. I mean, yes, I think I do want to place a barracks at some point. But where would it fit? It means... I mean, I think now what we'll do is we'll put them on the boat and we'll just bring them back. We'll just bring them back and then allow them to recuperate on this island. There we go. I'm actually going to get our other units and bring them over to the assembly graveyard, which is over there. That's when everyone seems to hang around for some reason. Just because it's easy to see where they are and such. And let's see. Oh, there's another unit of archers. Bring those across. You see the boat does take quite a while to get across, but we're getting there. And we'll say recuperate for those and recuperate for those. And that's okay. Down here then, we have enough, I think, for... I would like an archer tower somewhere. But where would that place be? Realistically, one in the middle. I think we're just gonna have to garrison more people there. I think that's the long and short of that one. Overall happiness though is pretty good. 86, trending towards 76 now. So not too bad. And there's loads of stone. Loads of stone getting dropped off by the look of it. No. So what have I done wrong? Pick up at this dock. View hold. 270. It's full of stone. This thing, 630. Ah, it's full. It's completely full. That's why. Yeah, we've got a problem there. Because this is full, we're not allowing them to take from it. I'll just have to unlock it, and people will take from it, and then when it docks, stuff will be moved over. And then we obviously have the ability to build more stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a ballista tower on top of that. Sadly, we lost all the veterancy bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the previous ones. Not a great problem, you understand, but it will have a noticeable impact, I would assume. Look at that. It's going to go 300 iron and 70 odd tools and stuff. We have dragons sighted. We have 2 dragons. All of the... Oh, interesting. One of the large type and one of the smaller type. And what's of some concern is that they've actually come and attacked around here. We could do Dragon Smite. No, we couldn't. We don't have Dragon Smite. And have I just made that up? Is Dragon Smite a thing? I think it is. But it looks like they've visited the smaller island, and then they've come over here, which sadly, yep, you can see they've... Oh, good grief. That is the biggest dragon attack I think we've ever seen. They've set fire to so much stuff because we don't have defences over there. Oh my. Well then, loads of homes on fire, loads of the ground destroyed. We have managed to kill the dragon. There it goes. But not without cost. Luckily, we've just had a huge delivery of stone from the other island, which is exactly what we wanted. Let's bring these guys over. And yeah, look at that. Loads of stuff's being destroyed. So luckily we can use the rebuild tool and just say rebuild. And it will set it all to, as you might imagine, rebuild. Good. Excellent. Let's continue on with 1, 2, 3, 4 of the building here. And now that we have a regular supply of stone coming in, this shouldn't take too long. This one... What do I want on that one? A ballista, I think. A ballista. We've already got a ballista there. And we've set the other ballistas out as well. You can see the dragon's been chopped up. There's a bit of the dragon's tail, I think, and it's been moved over. How we doing over here? Not too bad. At least food is, yeah, trending all right. It's trending all right. And luckily we didn't lose anything major, like the library and such wasn't destroyed. There's our garrison, our assembly here. I'm gonna bring the knights over, and there's our archers. So we got how many units of archers? We have 5 units of archers and 3 units of knights. I think we are training. No, we are not training another unit of archers, but I'm going to train some more swordsmen. It's actually not fully staffed, strangely. Maybe we need more people over here. Anyway, castle blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. I'm not going to put one there, even though it's next to it. It's I don't think it's necessary, really. Rebuilding that one. Yeah, so it's job priority. What don't we have? Castle jobs, event planners, and military training is low there, but that's obviously because we got a lot of builders. As soon as the builders have finished, then we get a lot more options. Just going around. Yeah, them fish stocks are definitely coming back. So I think it was a case of overfishing in that area, which would make sense. We did think that was potentially what was going on there. One more on that. Right, so we have a ballista tower on the corner, ballista tower on the corner, ballista tower in the middle, and then an archer tower there and there. Good. I think all the ballista towers around here are in. That one's getting built, so is that. These ones as well. Yeah, fairly good. And there's all of the stone coming along. And he's going to unload all that stone. Yeah, at least that's working now. It requires a bit of micromanagement. Certainly I'm guessing there's bits I've messed up. Well, no, I've messed up, but at least it's functioning. And this should be hopefully enough stone to finish this off. 2, 3, and 1, 2. Darn it. One more. One more required. When we started the series, we did expect that this one was going to be the resource island. I think the major downfall was not expanding to it sooner rather than later. But then I didn't feel the need to, because the defences that we had were totally sufficient. We've gone with a lot of farming, which means obviously good population, which means we've been able to raise a standing army, and that's been used for the majority of our defence, which it makes sense on this island because we can't have a wall all the way around the outside. A, we don't have the resources, and B, it's just too messy and too time-consuming to put a wall all the way around the outside. So having an army that can move allowed us to defend where we need to, but the main, obviously, keep and such in the middle was always behind these walls. So we've always had that defence there. So, you know, it is what it is. Would I change if I would start, if I did the challenge again? Probably, now that I know how the outposts work. I thought the outpost was simply an extension of your main island. It's not. It is basically a full-on, brand new island. So, with all of its with all of its own needs and resources. So, yeah, knowing that, I'd certainly alter some things, but it's not been a big problem. It's not been a big problem. How are we doing for here? Charcoal. We need more charcoal. Are they still delivering charcoal? They are delivering charcoal. You can see it is actually on the back there. So that is good. How are we doing for charcoal on this one? Pretty good. +4, because we did sort that out in the previous episode. What are we on this one? No, I don't know. That's on 0. But it's just pick up and drop off we need, isn't it, really? Instead of the desired. Okay. I think we'll have charcoal on this one set to make sure it's locked, because I want them to transfer more charcoal over. There's a merchant ship arrived at our other dock there. We'll go to selling, and we'll sell all the timber. Why not? We'll sell... Might as well sell all of the iron, even though I'm pretty sure I bought it previously. And they're actually... Oh! Might as well buy some of the timber. And do you want to buy apples? Don't think we need apples. Although, there's no reason not to. I know it costs money, but we've got, quite frankly, a lot of that. Okay, that wall's getting... I think the wall's pretty much done. We've got all the defences in. All of the towers in, as far as I can tell. There might be the odd one tower that's still wood, but I've done several passes and haven't yet seen it. Oh, there we go. There's another knight, I believe. So let's move them over. Down here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone towers with ballistas on the top. But we don't have any... Sadly, we do not have any archers, but I think we're just going to have a standing army over here. Alright, I think we are going to leave it there for this episode, and honestly, we might even leave it there for the series. I could continue on and expand on this island, but basically, we've built everything we can, and expanding would only further... All it would really do is add more population to this island, and that would compound the sort of transport stuff, which could potentially be an issue. I think we'll get there eventually, but yeah, I'm happy with this being a small... It's not a totally self-sufficient island, but it's getting there. It's like a satellite, essentially. We are sending resources from the main island over and bringing back the resources that we don't have in abundance on the main island, which admittedly we haven't really needed until recently. We were obviously rationing stone, but I mean now it's just a case of, yeah, what more do we need to build out of stone? Oh, that's one further down. Can't be having that, can we? Let's fix that problem. I'm sure that's the case in other places as well. But yeah, I mean, we've got this stone tower. We've got the stone defences. It's now higher. It's taller, stronger, better range. Still working on the veterans, so yeah, highly skilled these are now, which is good. So overall, quite happy. Certainly different from the previous series in terms of the challenge of having limited supplies, and obviously the island stuff being a bit more interesting, but I think we've exhausted the majority of what we can really do here, so yeah, I'm happy to call it there. If there's any desire to continue on, then by all means let me know on what sort of things you would like to see, but unless there's anything major, I think we can call that a success. Have enjoyed it, and overall has been a decent challenge. So we'll leave it there. Next episode, if there is one, I guess I would potentially just put some more farming here, but as I said, that's why I think it's good to leave it there, it being a nice ending point. Over here, it would just be more farming and more housing. So yeah, I think we will leave it there, unless there's any huge amount of call to continue. I think we can call that a success. Make a note here and all that, huge success. As always, hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series for what it is. If you have any suggestions for another type of Kingdoms and Castles series with a different spin on things, by all means let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you in the next one. Either way, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.